at the time. It is time for another video. Good day to you, my fellow adventurers throughout time and space. It is I, the Cowardly Time Lord, welcoming you back to another LEGO review video. In today's video, we'll be doing a comparison review between each of the ATTEEs I own. Also nice, beautiful Lego flowers. It's my grandmother's birthday soon, so I made them for her. Hopefully she'll enjoy them. Anyways, that's not really either here or there. Where to even start with this? Oh, hopefully away from my itching eyelid growth. I should specify that. Ugh, it's getting so much worse. It looks swollen recently. That's fun. Funny note that I should bring up. I am not certain that any of the figures over here were originally from this set. And also, yes, there's some parts missing. I know where they are. But boy, did my 2008 one need lots of repairs to make it for this video. I actually looked at the instructions and realized that several pieces were on incorrectly. Probably mistakes I made when I first built it as a small child. So yeah, it is in better condition now than it's ever been in, technically. Even if it is missing one of the cannons, one of those side plates, and another part that I won't get into. But I thought it was pretty well for being stored away in a container somewhere and me pulling it out. Oh, and also the blaster points are all mixed and matched, and those are not even the correct piece. And those are mixed matched lengths of that kind of piece. I lost a lot, and yet I do know that that's the original Stap. They're called Staps. That came with this one because of its condition is so poor. I know for a fact this is the original Stap. I do not think that this droid is the original droid for this Stap. And even if it is, probably the arms have been replaced so many times. I didn't like the stand for it back in the day, so I took it off. And the parts that go here to actually make it like a platform are broken. I know I could go about fixing it. I know I could. Just like my other Stap, my old Stap from the original Battle Droid Battle Pack. I know I could go about fixing it, but no. I'm actually fairly certain the Rado, the Ahsoka, and the Anakin are the versions I got when I recently got the Twilight. Because I recently got it. And I did a review video on it. So I'm pretty sure I didn't I? Was that before I really started getting into all the reviews? I don't know. You can watch back through my reviews and find out. But you get what I'm saying. Anyways, I know I have, but I know where both Rado, the huts that I own, are. And I have two Captain Rexes, so I can't be certain that this is the correct Captain Rex. And I've got so many classic clone troopers. I just think that this might be the correct one because of the detail of his mouth being messed up. That's the reason why I have a unique helmet on him. Anyways, what I noticed is this old one from 2008 is remarkably longer than the other variants. And also the most recent variant is much shorter. Like, noticeably, it is a shorter set. Anyways, and if you open up the interior, pop that down before I start going about opening up the interior. This interior is quite large. And the cockpit opens up like that, and then this little thing slides out. Oh dear, the entire cockpit was loose. I'm not gonna really get to show like too much of all this. But yeah. Also, only like a few stickers are damaged for it being so old, and I had no idea what that noise was I heard behind me. Oh dear. That was the advent calendar. If you follow me on Amino, you will know that I make daily posts on the Lego Star Wars advent calendar and review it as the days go by. And I shall continue to do so for the rest of the advent calendar, despite my upcoming vacation. And you just won a new car. Don't mind me. I'm mad, don't you know? Sane in the membrane. I don't think I could replicate that voice I was doing. That was so awesome. Anyways, on to the 2013 ATTE. I actually don't know what year you are. 2016, 2015? Somewhere in there, probably. That's my guess. So anyways, 2013 ATTE. I have a confession to make. I own now 2 Coleman Treebors. I own 2 of him. I don't know what to do with the fact that I own 2. So what happened is I've had this ATTE on my list for figures like, well, I really like the Mace Windu, but now we've got much better Mace Windu. And I've always wanted the yellow Commander clone because it's Commander Pawns, technically. And then this Geonosian Battle Droid Commander, that's pretty cool. And of course, I wanted for the longest time to also get a Coleman Treebor figure. Except a while ago, I saw Coleman Treebor on sale at the second-hand store I really like to go to. So now I've got 2. And I looked it up, and he was supposedly the only Jedi the only Jedi of his race. Apparently. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong on that. So I literally do not know what to do with my double Coleman Treebor. And I know it sounds bad, but I would rather use the one I actually just got with the set rather than this one that I bought on its own. And despite my buying of Lego on the secondhand market, I know nothing of selling, so he's just gonna go into my extra figure pile, unless I get some idea of what to do. Anyways, this one's cockpit opens up like this, and you put the guy inside and then slide it back into place, which is the same mechanism on the new one, interestingly enough. Also, I like how this one is back in the days of the giant rubber tipped fiery things. So you can see it in there. If I push this part up too high, it's going to fire that out. This one's flick fire. This one is the spring-loaded launcher. And that one has the new stud shooters. That's kind of funny to me. That is legitimately funny to me. And then, okay, I'll pick this one up. This one, while taller than the new one by a noticeable amount. Oh yeah, I had to fix up the leg. So much about the legs on that one, and also this piece was on upside down, and you notice there's one thing missing from there. Whatever. Point is that there's a few little things missing, but I'll be able to repair it eventually. This one has absolutely nothing, no space in the front because it is taken up by this little extra foot-fire missile bay. The back, poorly designed and has barely any extra room for troopers. Has some extra room and some nice stickers, if I do say so myself. As much as I hate stickers, those are some nice ones. So, yeah, that's how I feel about this one. Yeah, pretty interesting. And the figure selection is amazing. Figure selection is pretty decent, absolutely. And this Ahsoka has a chrome lightsaber because, yeah, chrome lightsabers are best. And, yeah, Anakin has an era-appropriate lightsaber hilt for when that set came out. Over here, we've got the Rebels ATTE. Bum ba-dum bum 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 bum. Which, of course, what can be said about the figures other than the Stormtrooper, other than they are expensive and cool, and yeah, you are much better than your live-action figure version counterpart. Okay, now this one is interesting. So obviously it's made to look like it's been through the wars and is now a lived-in home compared to the other ones, and its canopy opening mechanism is interesting. And it's still got the seat. Classic seat for the pilot to sit in the very front. Okay, come on. I hit that again? I can! Yay! Lots of cool details on this thing. This one would have been from before I started doing reviews this frequently. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that one has a ladder on the back, much like this one does. So long as it isn't falling off. This one is actually one that's been on my... This set has actually been on my shelf since I built it as well, so... Yeah. Nice little room, nice little stuff. It's not quite the best, but it's pretty good. And then below here is a weapon storage like the like that version. Just has weapon storage there. Which, I mean, for this one, since it is so design heavy on other stuff and the little side platforms and everything. Ugh, the dust is crazy. Ugh. I know I'm dust in, but this is dust crazy. Would have worked better. No. You know what? No, this is dust crazy. That is peak humor. Yeah, I was gonna shame myself for my own sense of humor there, but then I realized no, this is peak humor. And again, this was a sticker heavy set when I built it. And I was not the biggest fan of it, and I don't think I even really had watched through Rebels by the time I got around to buying this one, which I bought it late but right before the price on it jumped. Same thing with the other big Rebels set that wasn't the Ghost. The one with with the adult Ahsoka. I picked it up right before the price jump. I don't know how I managed that, and I bought them at the same time, and I bought them right before the price jumped. I was very happy with myself, I will admit, especially when the price did jump. Mm. And then, of course, the latest one with Phase 2 Commander Cody. Long awaited full figure. And it's amazing. Lives up to every expectation. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. It's amazing. It's Commander Cody. Finally, Phase 2 Commander Cody in Lego. Another dwarf spider droid. At least this one didn't have a stud shooter for a nose. And then some 2/12th, a gunner, and 3 regular battle droids. A great lineup of figures, more figures than any other version, more clone troopers than any other version, more battle droids than any other version, more good guys than any other. Well, yeah, 5. Yeah, so more good guys than any other version. More bad guys than any other version. Guess Rado doesn't count as a good or a bad guy. He's in between and a baby. So Rado, yeah. That's the only. But the build is more detailed with more seating room and more and just more things in general. Oh yeah, that's actually a really cool detail. I have to show that off. And this has a locking mechanism in place. And it opens up, and there's a lot of seating room back there. There's a total of 5 seats. Nice. And then, of course, with the gunner's seat, that's already at 6. And then the pilot's seat. I know I haven't been really counting the seats much, but then there's the pilot's seat, which means that... Oh, yeah. Also, this part just fell off, but... Beyblade, let her rip. That was entertaining for a brief second. Anyways, that piece fell off. I'll put it back on afterwards. But the gunner, point is that this one has more seats in it than any other version, which is great. I really do enjoy that. It's got more detail. It's just seems small, especially compared to the old one. But to this one's credit, yeah, this one does technically have a total of 1 extra seat in it compared to the old one. And this one's got much better figures. I'm sorry, Captain Rex. And the war-stained blaster marks on it. And, of course, gotta show off the cockpit and how it detaches and how it's very similar to the other one there. Yeah. Now the question is, where am I going to put these ones? Well, the Rebels one's going to go back up where it once was. The other three, well, that one can't go back to where it was because I filled up where it was with other ships. Huh. And then when you take into account all the sets that I'm definitely getting next year because of reasons, I need more room for Lego. I need more room for Lego. But anyways, don't really know what else to say. I think I've hit on every major talking point. It's really weird how they decided to switch up the feet of the walker on the latest version. I don't see what was so wrong about the older versions, other than the fact that their feet don't actually come into contact with the tape. Okay, that could be a reason behind the design change. But I'm sorry. It just, I so prefer the old style of feetsies for these walkers. These ATTEs. These glorious ATTEs. And one good thing is that none of the ATTEs have repeat figures other than Captain Rex comes in two of them, but it's very different versions of Captain Rex. So I'm not. But yeah, it's like they know how to make the ATTE resellable. Yeah. Yeah. If you can't tell, I really do like the ATTE. The old one, the old 2008 ATTE, was my first over $100 set. And I know if you look back at what it retailed for, it says $89. Except I'm Canadian. Canadian price hike. One of the most bullshit things about living in Canada. I'm not, well, obviously with at least taxes and a little bit more because Canadian, it definitely would have been more money. Yeah. Really wish I had the Republic gunship from back then as well. Oh, that would make my day. Bring it! Make my day, kiddo. Yeah. Anyways, I guess this looks like a good place to end off for this video. So this is the Cowardly Time Lord signing off and saying, have a good day, whatever time it is, wherever you are. Bye-bye now.